All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the text tab with code in case you need to change something about one of your posts or pages. So the front page of my, the site that I've been working on in these videos is my About page. So I'm going to go ahead and edit that. So what you might want to do is, add a picture. This isn't me, it's my sister, but I'll go ahead and pretend it's me. Insert into page. Okay, so maybe I want this picture and I'm like, Kristen is a multimedia journalist who enjoys writing and photography. Now, let's go ahead and preview this. And this is what it is going to look like. So there are some things that I would want to change using my style sheet. For example, this text, if I inspect it, that's my regular paragraph text. So if I wanted my paragraph text to be different, I would just go into my style sheet and change the paragraph. And it looks like I have not even styled the paragraph yet, so I might go ahead and do that. Paragraph font, actually, sorry, color is, maybe I would go with this. So that's where I do that. But something that I could do in WordPress itself would be maybe I want this picture here, but I want the text to sort of fill in. So we know from practice that we can do that with a float. So what I can do is go into my text tab, and you'll see that I have the picture in here, and WordPress adds a lot of information. For example, it adds like this A tag that makes the image into a link. So when I click this image, I actually go to a bigger version of this image, which you may or may not even want to do. So you can take that out if you want. Just make sure to take out the end tag as well. And then you could put a div around this, or you could style the image itself. And let's go ahead and do that. Style equals flow left, okay? Now you could do this in CSS too. CSS as well. You could do it in your style sheet. This would be if you just want to change the image that is going to appear on this page, and you don't really know if that's what you want to do with all of your other images. So you can do it here, and let's go ahead and preview that. Okay, so now you can see that it is floated to the left, and now everything else fills in. So that's something that you would have to deal with as well. So you do have it positioned to the left like you wanted to, but you would have to, clear the float for these, for the rest of them. So right here, you might want to go ahead and clear. Oops. And you can see that it brings that down here. So we cleared everything after it, and this doesn't contain anything, but that's fine because everything after it will be cleared. So that's a way to get the, the rest of this stuff moved away from the actual post. So you can do other things with your picture too. This might be stuff that you would do in your style sheet, but let's say you just wanted to do some style specifically for this image. So we could go ahead, for example, and add a border. If we wanted to, we could add margin around it so it wasn't quite so close to the text. And let's go ahead and preview that. So now we've got a little margin on it. We've got a border surrounding it, a little margin separating it from the words, from the type, so that it doesn't isn't quite so close to it. And if you wanted to style something in, say in the paragraph, say you wanted, for some reason, you wanted like multimedia journalist to look different. Well, that's something that you can style too. So say we want to style multimedia journalist. Now, a way to style something without making it move onto its own line is to use a span. So say that I only wanted multimedia journalist to change, but I wouldn't want to do a new paragraph because then it would, it would go Kristen is a, and then a new line, multimedia journalist, and then a new line, who enjoys writing and photography. Let's say I wanted it to be in the same place. So I could use a span. And I could style it and say I wanted the color of it to be different. Let's say I wanted the color of it to be black. And preview these changes. And you can see that now this is black and the other stuff is gray. So that's something you can style. So, anything that you put on this page, if you want to just style this page specifically, feel free to use your text tab and use your coding skills in here.